Hello everyone, welcome to Key to Blogging, and in this video I will show you how you can create a health and fitness website in WordPress. So as you can see, I have designed a home page like this, and we will going to learn how you can design this home page from scratch. So for this we will use the Kadence theme and Kadence blog plugin, which is a Gutenberg based page builder like Elementor. And if you are not using Kadence theme, then I recommend you to follow this tutorial, Kadence theme tutorial. So here I have explained how to customize the Kadence theme and build the header and footer. And I have also added a dedicated video on how to customize and how to add a custom footer using the Kadence theme. And if you want to learn how the Kadence blog plugin work, then I recommend you to follow this 2 homepage design video. So here I have explained how to use different element in Kadence blog and build a website. So let's go to the WordPress dashboard, and here as you can see I am using the Kadence blog plugin. So you can simply install this plugin by just click on add new, and here search for Kadence blog. Now you have to click on the install and activate this plugin. And let me just go to the appearance and click on theme section. And as you can see, I am using the Kadence theme here. So let's start the home page building. So for this I will go to the page section. And here I have already added a home page and set it to front page. So if you are not using any home page, then you can simply create a home page, and let's go to the settings and click on reading section. Now you have to select a static page, and here in the home page section you have to select that home page, so that the custom build home page will be added to your home page of your WordPress website. So let me just go to the page section again, and let's create a new page. Okay, now let me just set a title like home page 2, because I have already made a home page for this website. Now I have to set some basic settings. So click on the page setting, and let me just disable the page title, so that this title will not show in the front end. And in the page layout section, let me just select to full width, and I will select the content style to default, and content vertical padding I will disable this. And okay, we have set the basic settings. So let's click on save draft. Okay, now let's check how you can build a hero section like this. So for this I have to create 2 sections within a row layout. So for this I will go to this editor and click on this, and then click on browse all. And as you can see, these are the blocks that we get using the Kadence blog plugin. So let me just click on row layout here, and I will select 2 by 2 row layout. So it will create 2 sections. So in the first section I have to add a heading. So I will type heading, and I will click on advanced heading. Now let me just copy this text from here, and let me just paste it here. Now let's click on the second section, and let me just add an image. So I will click on image, and let's click on media library, and I will select the image from here, and let's select it. Okay, now the image is added. Let me just select the row layout. So you have to select the row layout, and let's go to the settings. And here in the background setting, let me just add a background color like this. And in the padding and margin section, let me just add a top padding of 80. And in the bottom padding, I will set it like 120. Okay, now let's preview this. Okay, so we have to make this hero section full width. So for this I will go to the settings, and I will select the whole row layout, and I will select this option, change alignment to full width. Now again select the row layout, and here click on this inner content width, and here I will click on use theme content inner width. Now click on this headings and let me just increase the font size a little bit. Okay, let me just decrease it a little bit. Now let's add a button. So I will type advanced button. And let me just type read more. And let's click on it, and here you can add a link. Now let's go to the button setting, and let me just change the text color to white, and I will change the background color to black. Now let's go to the hover setting, and let's change the hover background to blue. So when I hover this, the background color will be changed to blue. And let's change the hover border color to white. Now you can also add a hover box shadow. So let's scroll down, and let's add a border radius of 30, so that it will make a round corner button, or you can simply adjust the border radius. And as you can see, the border radius is changing, so in this case I will set it to 30. Now let's add a icon. So I will click on a icon like this. Now let's scroll down, and here you can add a icon color, and here you can change the icon location. You can either set the icon to left or right. So I will click on right. Okay, now the button setting is done. Let me just change the alignment of button to left. Okay, now you have to select the whole row layout, and let's click on this button and just select the align middle, so that the text and the button will be aligned to the center. Now let's again preview this section. Okay, we have almost set the hero section. So let's check the mobile view. So I will click on this, and let's click on mobile view. Now let's adjust the font size in mobile. So let me just adjust the font size like this. Let's make it to 32, or you can decrease the font size further. Let's set it to 25. Now let's click on button, and here you can change the button. So let me just reduce the font size. Let's make it to 17 or 16. Okay, now let's move this image to the top. So for this, just click on this, and then you have to select the collapse order. So here by default the left side will be moved to the top and right side will be moved to the down, because in the desktop setting we have set the image to right, but we want to set the image at the top. So for this I will select the collapse order from right to left, so that the image will be shown at the top. Now let's click on it, and here you can set the text alignment to center in mobile, and let's click on button, and button alignment in mobile to center, so it will looks good in mobile. Okay, now let's check the mobile padding. So in this mobile padding I will set the right padding to 20 and set the left padding to 20. Okay, now the mobile setting is done. Let's change the preview to desktop, and let's check how we can add the second section. So let's add a divider first. So for this I will go to the editor, and let me just click on the whole row layout, and let's scroll down and select the divider. So in this case I will add a bottom divider. So let's scroll down, and let me just add a divider like this. Now let's add a heading. So I will type advanced heading. So I can simply add the heading like this. Just click on slash and select the advanced heading. So I will click on heading, and let's copy the heading from here. Now let's make it to center align, and you can also further customize this heading, like you can change the heading color and heading background. So in this case I will add a text shadow, so I will click on it, and here in the x-axis I will set it to 2 and in the y-axis I will set it to 2, so that it will create a shadow behind the text. So let's close this and let's adjust the font size. So let me just adjust the font size a little bit. Okay, now it is looking good. Now let's check how you can add this section. So as you can see, when I hover this, there is a black border around it and a box shadow is showing in this box. So let's add the box. So for this I will click on this and let's create a row layout, and I will select 3 by 3 row layout. So I will click on 3 equal row layout and let's click on it, and here you have to search for info box and let's click on add. Now let's again add the info box and let's add the info box again. Okay, we have added 3 info box. Let's change the icon to image, or you can add a icon. So let me just show you. In the click on media settings and let's change the icon. So let's click on it, and here you can see a lot of icons. So let me just select the icons, and as you can see the icon is changed. Or you can also change different style of the box, and as you can see there is a lot of styles given in the Kadence block. So in this case I will choose the default one and I will use a image instead of icon. So for this I will type media type and I will click on image. So let's upload an image from here and let's add the exact same image recipe. So I will select the image and let's click on select. Now here in the image file size I will set the height to 300, and you can also change the max image width. So let me just set the max image width to 150 or 155. Okay, now let's add the second image. So for this we will use the same technique. Click on media setting and let's change it to image, and let me just add the second image. So this is the second image, so I will select this image from here, and here in this case I will set the max image width. So let me just set it to 300 height. Now let's click on this and let's add the third image. So I will change the icon to image and let's add the image. So we will add the health image. So I will click on it. Okay, we have added 3 images, but the image size is not equal, so you have to set the height to same. So let me just change the height to 300. Now let's click on the first image and let's click on media settings and let's adjust the image width. Okay, now let's change the title. So for this I will use the recipe. So let's click on it and let's change the second title, lifestyle and health. And you can change the description. So let me just add the description from here. So this is the description, so let me just copy it and let's change the description here. Now let's change the second description and I will add the description here. Let's add the third description. And here make sure to set the line equal. So here in this case the description is 3 lines and in the second case the description is 2. So we have to make this 3. So I will click on it and I will type shift and click on enter, so that it will set it just below the line. And here in this case let me just change the physical activity. So I will click on it, I will click on shift and click on enter, so it will shift to the third line. Now the width of the box will be same, otherwise it will show distorted and it will not show the exact same width in the box. Okay, we have added the headings. Let me just add a read more button. So I will click on the first row and here click on learn more settings. So just enable it and let's add the text color to blue. And now let's scroll down and let's change the font weight to bold. Okay, now let's scroll up and let's click on the first settings, and here you can copy the style. So I will click on copy style. Let's click on it and let's paste this style. Now let's click on it and again paste this style. So as you can see, we have easily fast track the process by just copy the style and paste it in this second and third box. So let me just change the button. So I will click on it and let's add a button. So if you want to add a button, let me just add a background. So let me just click on it and let's change the text color to white, and now it will show as a button. So I will select this and let's copy this style and let's paste this style here. Okay, we have added 3 sections like this. Now let's select the whole row layout and let's click on use theme inner width and let's change the setting to full width. Okay, now let's click on preview. Now scroll down and here as you can see the 3 box section is added. Now let's add a hover border. So for this I will go to the settings, just click on it and I will search for the container settings, and here we have to add the border. So I will set the border width to 2 and let's go to the hover setting and let's add the hover border color to black. So when I hover this, a black border will be shown in the box. And let's scroll down and let's click on content shadow and I will enable this shadow. So when I hover this, the shadow will be appear. Now let's add the same design to all of it. So let me just click on copy style and let's click on paste style. So it will add the same border on hover. So the second section is added. Now let's check how you can create a section like this, latest article section. So let me just create a row layout and let's add the element. So for this I will click on this and let's click on row layout. So here in this case I will click on single row layout, and within the single row layout I will add another row layout. So I will click on it and let's add a 2 by 2, but in this case I will click on this and let me just add the headings. So I will click on headings and I will type latest article, and in this second section I will add a button. So I will click on button and I will type view all. Now click on button and let's change the button setting. So I will change the text color to white and let me just change the background color to blue. Now let's change the border color to white. Now in the hover setting you can change the hover background. So in this case I will set it to black. So when I hover this, a black background will show. Now let's add a icon and let's add the icon like this. Now let's click on the article section and here you can adjust the font size. Now let's click on this whole row layout and let's make it to center align, and let me just make it to use theme inner width. Now let's click on the row layout. So let me just click on this row layout option and let's click on padding and margin, and here you can set a left and right padding. So I will set a right padding of 30 and set a left padding of 30. Okay, now let's click on whole row layout. So here let me just select the tree map, and as you can see we have added a row layout, and within the row layout we have added a second row layout. So this row layout will cover the latest article and view all section, and this row layout will cover the latest blogs. So just click on it. And let's add this section. So I will click on this and let's search for browse all, and here I will select the post section. So the post is added below the button, so let me just remove this and let's add the post just below the first row layout. So I will click on this add block and I will add the post. So just click on the post, and as you can see, now the post is showing below the first row layout. So in this case I will select the number of items to 3 so that it will show 3 blog posts. So let me just change it to 3. Okay, now let's click on whole row layout and let's click on use theme inner width. So it will adjust the size, and here you can set it to full width. Okay, now the blog post is added. Let's click on the blog post and scroll down and let's change the content settings. So here you can enable custom excerpt length. So just click on it and let me just set it to max 20. And here you can add a custom read more button. So I will leave it as default. So let's scroll up, and here you can include a certain categories. So let me just click on category, and you can add the latest blog or you can add a certain category so that it will update the post and it will show the category only. So in this case I will select the latest one, and here you can set the order. So I will set the order to newest to oldest. So just click on it. Now let's add a background color. So I will click on the whole row layout section, so that will cover the post and this section, and then I will click on background setting and let's add a background color like this, or you can set a background color like this. Now let's add a top divider. So I will click on divider and I will select the top, and here in the divider section let me just select a divider like this. So let me just change the background color first so that you can view this clearly, and here as you can see the top divider is added. So let's adjust the padding from the top. So I will set a top padding of 60. Okay, now it is looking good. So let me just select this option and let's change the mobile settings. So click on mobile and let me just scroll off. Now let's adjust the mobile. So I will click on this text and let's adjust the font size in mobile. So I will adjust it like, I will set it to 28. Now let's click on this and let's click on mobile padding, and I will add a right padding of 20 and left padding of 20. Okay, now it is looking good in mobile. Now let's scroll down and let's click on it. Let's click on the whole row layout section and let's add the mobile padding. So I will add a right padding of 20 and a left padding of 20. Now it is looking quite good in mobile. So let's save this and click on preview. Okay, now the home page is ready, and as you can see the border is showing perfectly when I hover this box, and let's scroll down and the latest blog is showing quite good. Now let's view this in mobile. So click on inspect, and here as you can see the website is looking good in mobile view also, and the padding from the left and right is 20, and we have adjusted the font size for mobile, and we have added the left and right padding in this section so that it will looks good in mobile. Now scroll down, and here as you can see the latest block section is showing, and this is the divider we have added at the top. And one thing to note that this blog post doesn't have a feature image. So if you are using feature image, then the feature image will be shown here. Now scroll down and let's close the mobile view. So you can adjust the feature image. Just go to the settings and let's click on desktop. Now let me just scroll down. Here let me just click on the post section and scroll down and search for image setting, and here you can set the image ratio. So if you are using 16:9 ratio, then click on it so that it will show a image at the top. Now let's check how you can remove this bottom space. So by default a bottom margin will be added to each of the element, so we can fix this by using the negative margin. So let me just go to the settings and let's click on the whole row layout section. So it will cover the whole row layout, and let's click on padding and margin. So here I will add a minus margin of 25 so that it will cover this space. So let me just click on preview again. Now let's scroll down, and here as you can see we have minimized the margin. So you can further minimize this space by adding more negative margin. Now scroll up, and here you can also adjust the top by adding a negative margin. So let me just scroll up and let's click on the whole row layout section and let's click on margin. So here in this case I will add a top margin of negative 20. Now let's click on save and let's click on preview, and as you can see the spacing will be reduced. So in this way you can add a negative margin at the top to adjust the space, and here in the bottom you can add a negative margin in the bottom so you can minimize the space. I hope you got the idea how to design a home page like this from scratch using the Kadence Blog Builder, and you can easily build a home page in your WordPress website using the Kadence blog. And if you want me to design a home page like this for you, then you can contact me, and the link will be given in the description. And if you want to design a custom footer or design the header or customize the Kadence theme, then you can follow the playlist Kadence theme tutorial. So here I have explained everything about how to customize the Kadence theme and design home page for different websites. And if this video is helpful to you, then make sure to hit the like button and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.